really works. I've lost nearly 90 pounds and have kept the weight off. Call us now at the number on your screen. Our $100 fat loss screening is only $25, or visit us at axisweightloss.com.
Live with breaking news. This is Channel 4 News at 4:30.
We never thought that he would ever do anything like this.
This was a brutal homicide of market clerk John Stevens.
She wouldn't hurt nobody. I don't care what they say.
The search is over for 2 murder suspects, but there are questions about how they were caught, why an Amber Alert didn't go out to everyone. Welcome to Channel 4 News at 4:30. There have been twists and turns in a West Nashville murder case, and that includes the Amber Alert for the suspects.
After nearly 13 hours of searching, police finally found 26-year-old Daniel Clark and 15-year-old Trinity Quinn. They are accused of gunning down a 58-year-old gas station clerk named John Stevens. Now the two face charges of homicide, robbery, and auto theft. We've been following this story since we broke it last night. Here's a quick timeline.
Let's take a look. 9:30 last night, police got a call about a shooting at the Exxon gas station on Charlotte Pike. That's right next to I-40. Now, police used surveillance video from the gas station to ID the suspect, Daniel Clark, who they say shot and killed 58-year-old John Stevens during an overnight robbery with Clark missing teenager Trinity Quinn.
Last night, police believed that Quinn was a girl in danger. Now she is an accused criminal. An Amber Alert for her went out about 8:30 this morning. Not 2 hours later, both Clark and Quinn were found less than 2 miles away, a mere 10-minute drive. Police surrounded them in a wooded area behind the Dollar General store on Old Hickory Boulevard. And our cameras were there. This is exclusive video of the capture. You can see Clark on the ground in handcuffs, police with their guns drawn. Police walked Daniel Clark to a police car, and they took 15-year-old Trinity Quinn into custody just a few minutes later. Officers say they found a gun as well in that wooded area. And this picture of Trinity Quinn has just come into the newsroom. She's headed for booking at juvenile detention on charges of criminal homicide, especially aggravated robbery and attempted auto theft. Police say she became a suspect in the gas station killing after they reviewed surveillance video.
And police say Quinn shopped around the Exxon station before a moment that Clark came in to demand money from the clerk, 28-year-old John Stevens. Police say Clark fired off a shot. He and Stevens struggled, and that's when Clark stepped back and shot Stevens multiple times. Before Clark and Quinn ran from the store, police say Clark even dragged Stevens' body from behind the counter and went through his pockets before running out. John Stevens worked at the Exxon station for 8 years as a clerk. He and his wife Peggy lived in Bellevue and had been married for 16 years. Peggy Stevens posted about her husband's murder on Facebook this morning, saying, quote, "I don't understand why he shot him multiple times. I'm afraid I won't be able to see him again to tell him goodbye." Stevens' frequent customers at the gas station are also reacting to news of his death.
I'm just used to him being down there and his smile, and it's going to be very weird not seeing him down there anymore.
A GoFundMe account has been created to help cover John Stevens' funeral expenses. You can find that link on our website, WSMV.com.
While detectives were looking at that security video, they say it was pure chance that they connected the endangered child alert with the gas station killing.
It was just happenstance that as he was investigating the homicide at the Exxon, that he gets this Facebook alert on his phone about this endangered 15-year-old, and then he knew immediately that these two individuals were homicide suspects.
That led to the Amber Alert. This is an example of a cell phone alert that may have solved a crime pretty quickly. The phone alert system is designed to notify as many people as possible as quickly as possible. But not everyone got this morning's alert, and now there are questions why. Channel 4's Carly Gordon joins us at the West Precinct to explain. Carly?
Yeah, Demetria, I have 2 cell phones. Both of them happen to be Verizon, different models, and they were sitting right next to each other this morning when one of them sounded off with the Amber Alert, the other did not. Turns out many Middle Tennesseans did not get that cell phone warning, and tonight they want to know why. Certain criteria has to be met before the TBI will issue an Amber Alert. For example, the child must be under the age of 17 and in imminent danger of bodily harm or death. That was the case this morning with 15-year-old Trinity Quinn. So the TBI made a phone call to the National Weather Service. And starting at 8:24, people across the Mid-State began seeing and hearing the warning.
Most of the broadcast equipment is set for an auto relay, which means it should be just a matter of seconds before it goes out to the actual air chain, and the public can either see it on television or hear it on every radio station.
That's not the only call the TBI makes. They call TDOT so they can change their highway signs. And the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, who issue the cell phone alerts. Middle Tennesseans began receiving those at around 8:40 this morning. Well, at least some people did.
Mine did not go off, but my husband's went off very loudly.
No, it didn't. I've had it with me the whole time.
It remains unclear this afternoon why many did not receive the cell phone alerts. There is a feature where you can turn the alerts off, but even some of those who had the feature turned on still didn't receive the warnings.
It needs to be revealed that it's not happening to everybody's phones.
Keep in mind, there are a lot of variables, like carrier, but we're told Tennessee's system has built-in redundancy. That way, if you don't get the alert on your phone, you hopefully see or hear it somewhere else.
It's still an ongoing and refined process to be sure that everybody can get it as quickly as they can.
Now, it appears in this instant, the Amber Alert system worked. In fact, a dump truck driver noticed the duo and called police. Police had them back in custody less than 2 hours after the TBI issued that Amber Alert. Reporting live from the West Precinct, I'm Carly Gordon, Channel 4 News.
Carly, thank you. With 2 people under arrest, there is still more to investigate and learn about this deadly shooting and robbery.
We are just starting to scratch the surface of this case. We are gathering new information. We're hearing from friends and family members and getting a better idea of the 2 murder suspects. Well, a murder case in Clarksville has its own twists and turns. What we first thought was a police search for just one person. Now 7 people are charged with one man's death.
And the so-called Winter White House has been costing millions to protect, but there could be a break for the local governments footing some of the bill. We'll explain.
The Electronic Express Spring Super Sale is going on now. You'll save up to 50% in every department. Get this Pioneer car radio system with speakers, just $149. Hurry in. The Spring Super Sale ends this Saturday at 9 p.m. Electronic Express, we make it happen.
The 2017 Toyota Corolla. Dynamic styling, exceptional performance and handling, and especially fun to drive. But Corolla offers something no other car in its class does. The most evolutionary safety features as standard equipment, including a pre-collision system that alerts the driver with warnings, an automatic brake assist, and lane departure alert if you leave the lane without signaling. Now you can have it all in the new 2017 Corolla with 2-year no-cost maintenance included. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Sofia Vergara. It's my Aunt Marianela again. She's calling to ask for the family discount. I say, are you crazy? Have you seen the prices at Rooms to Go? My stylish sofas start at just $6.99. Elegant dining rooms at $8.99. Gorgeous bedrooms for only $11.99. At Rooms to Go, it's like everyone gets the family discount. Come see the Sofia Vergara furniture collection at Rooms to Go. It just looks like $1 million. My Uncle Hernando.
Hey, I'm Richard Karn. Do you need new floors? Do you want to save a lot of time and money? Call my friends at 50 Floor. From now until the end of the month, they're having their 60% off sale. You could save thousands on carpet, hardwood, laminate, tile, and vinyl. And the best part is, they bring all the samples to you, so you can see them in your own home, in your lighting. Plus, get 12 months, same as cash financing. Mention promo code Home Improvement and receive an extra $100 off.
Call 877-50-FLOOR. Pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
Having a serious accident presents a huge problem. And anytime you can turn a huge problem over to someone else that you can trust and that you can rely on to do the right thing, that it puts you in a better place so that you can concentrate on what's really important, which is getting your health back and being with your family and taking care of yourself. So we want to take that burden off of people. If you've been seriously injured, call us today for your free consultation. It's very rewarding to help somebody who needs help.
The Electronic Express Spring Super Sale is going on now. You'll save up to 50% in every department. Get this Whirlpool high-efficiency washer-dryer, just $2.99 each. Hurry in. The Spring Super Sale ends this Saturday at 9 p.m. Electronic Express, we make it happen.
A popular hobby could be bad for your health.
My doctor doesn't pull any punches. He looks at me and goes, "You're going to die."
The Channel 4i team exposes health concerns at the gun range.
We need to address it.
We've got our eye on the target. Tomorrow at 6.
When it comes to protecting the president, the costs for security are piling up, and a lot of it stems from his weekend trips to Florida. President Trump's visits to the Mar-a-Lago resort have cost the federal government about $25 million since he took office. The Palm Beach Sheriff's Office says it spent $4.5 million on overtime just in that period. And that number doesn't include Secret Service costs. Palm Beach could see some reimbursement for footing such a hefty bill, though, if Congress approves $120 million this week for Trump's security. And the expenses don't stop there. Trump is expected to make his first trip to New York City since taking office. Tomorrow he is meeting with the Australian Prime Minister in Manhattan. The First Lady and their son Barron still live full-time in New York. The city spends upwards of $120,000 a day protecting them.
President Trump's Army Secretary nominee Mark Green, who is currently serving in the Tennessee Senate, is being asked to explain recent controversial comments. Senator John McCain is calling Green's comments about gays, lesbians, and Muslims, quote, very concerning. He wants Green to explain his comments to the Senate Armed Services Committee. In the past, Green has implied it is his duty as a Christian to crush evil, and that he supports a ban on Syrian refugees and anti-transgender bathroom measures. Green also publicly states that he thinks being transgender is a disease. Green is in Washington this week meeting with senators and preparing for his confirmation hearing, which has yet to be scheduled. There could soon be no limits to where folks carry their guns, and it'll be up to Nashville to keep citizens safe.
And the weather's pleasant outdoors right now. We've got a big rainstorm coming in for later on tonight. However, here's a live view in Clarksville. This is Madison and Highway 76. We'll talk about the rain. We'll talk about a chance of thunderstorms and have the latest on your weekend in just moments. Stay tuned.
Support local nonprofits. Give today at thebigpayback.org.
I'll walk from here, Dad.
Are you embarrassing me?
Oh, no, it's not you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Better get Maaco. Stop by for our $2.99 paint sale, or only $1.99 when you use your Maaco credit card. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
Hello, I'm Whitney Kent, and we are talking about home improvements today. Joining me is Jason Gibby from Pinnacle Home Improvement, the best of the best, right?
That's right.
Okay, so tell me about windows, because we have some gorgeous windows behind us, and you guys are doing windows $59 a month for a house of windows?
Yes, absolutely. We've got windows behind us here where we came in, and they were aluminum windows originally. We switched them out with our high-quality vinyl window. Wrapped and capped the outside so you don't have your maintenance-free windows.
Okay, and also what I like about this is it's not a standard window, so you really customize these windows for homes, correct?
Yeah, I mean, my sales guys come in and they basically, help you design your windows, for what you have. This lady behind us here, I mean, she took advantage, and she's got big picture windows.
Which is perfect, ladies, we know, because it makes everything look so much better in the house. Okay, so not only that, you do siding too?
Yes, siding. We do a fully foam back siding. We've got some really good new colors out this year, some dark colors, really just make your house, great again.
Oh, right. Let's make our homes great again. And also roofing, right?
Right. Roofing, I mean, we're Master Elite certified in roofing. I mean, don't wait for the leaks. Start looking at your roof, and, if the granules are coming off, the color's coming out, you have black streaks, I mean, it's time to, get your roof looked at.
All right, there's a number at the bottom of your screen. Give that a call, because we have some great specials that Jason's going to tell us all about.
Yes, I mean, for a house of windows, they're $59 a month. For a new roof, $59 a month. And also $98 a month in siding. And also for the first 15 callers, we're going to do an additional $500 off.
Hey, there's a deal. Make your home great again with Pinnacle Home Improvements. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you again real soon.
Whew, that was close. Come on!
Uh-oh. Better get Maaco. Whether dealing with insurance or paying for repairs yourself, Maaco can help. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
For more than a week, a family sought an arrest in the shooting death of a father of 3. Today, they say they're shocked by the charges of murder filed on 7 men.
All 7 are either bail bond agents or bounty hunters. Channel 4's Forrest Sanders has been following the story since the start. Forrest?
Demetria, those charges were handed down by the Montgomery County grand jury after they met Monday and Tuesday. Other charges include kidnapping, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment.
If I don't know anything else about my son, I know he was an excellent father.
Speaking to Channel 4 last week, Diane Jenkins said there was so much she didn't understand in the death of her son, father of 3, Jalen Johnson.
And he's going to be missed.
According to Clarksville police, bail bond agents approached a vehicle carrying Johnson and others last week, looking to serve an arrest warrant at this Walmart on Whitfield Boulevard. Police say shots were fired. Johnson and another man were hit, and the bail bond agents chased their vehicle across the city to a spot on Fort Campbell Boulevard. Johnson later died from those injuries.
I got grazed on my shoulder twice.
Mark Quintus Gold told Channel 4 he was one of the people inside the car with Johnson. Police say there was not a warrant out for anyone in the car, and no one fired on the bail bond agents.
My cousin ended up getting killed at gunfire when we didn't have no weapons or nothing in the car.
After more than a week of family members seeking an arrest, police have now charged 7 men with Johnson's murder. They say William Biles, Kenneth Chiazin, Antoine Kazee, Jonathan Schnepp, Roger West, Prentice Williams, and Joshua Young are the bail bond agents and bounty hunters at the Walmart when Johnson was shot. Police say they won't be releasing which of the men actually fired the shots, and that will come out in court. Among the 7 are men who work for different bail bond companies or work independently. A rep for Kazee Bonding tells Channel 4 they're still evaluating the situation and working to get an attorney. A rep for Eagle Bonding referred all questions to their attorney, Thomas R. Meeks. Meeks did not return a call for comment by News Time. Jenkins today told Channel 4 while she's relieved to see the arrest, she's concerned charges could be dropped on some of the men. Other family members also said they wanted the men's bonds to be higher than $300,000. And about those kidnapping charges, police say because the bail bond agents approached the vehicle of men without warrants, that charge came about. Demetria.
Forrest, thank you. Either set up security or be ready to allow guns in. That's the proposal in a new bill on Tennessee's Capitol Hill. It would require cities and counties to buy metal detectors, hire security guards, and check bags at many public buildings, parks, even on buses. If those systems are not in place, handgun permit holders would be allowed to bring in their guns. The bill is drawing support from the NRA. It says it holds local governments responsible for keeping citizens safe. But gun control advocates in some cities think the bill would pose a burden on local officials. The House is expected to vote on that proposal this week. State lawmakers have passed a bill banning abortion after 20 weeks. Doctors could face felony charges if an abortion is performed after 20 weeks on a fetus that could survive outside the mother. The only exception would be if the mother faced the risk of death or damage to an organ. The bill is now headed to the governor's desk.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. It is getting more expensive to fly. According to the Department of Transportation, U.S. Airlines collected $4.2 billion in baggage fees in percent from 2015. It's an increase of more than $1 million more a day. All right, let's take a look at your traffic at this hour. This is a look at I-65 just south of Old Hickory Boulevard in Brentwood. It is a parking lot that is slowly moving. A car has crashed there off to the shoulder of the highway. Right now there are no major delays, but you can see that it is slow-moving traffic for about this time, about 4:45. All right, we've got an aerial view of the city behind us.
Yeah, this is the best way to avoid traffic. Just go straight up.
Just go straight up. How about that? There we go.
That's beautiful. That's live right now. That's Zone 4.
Cool.
Just trucking around. I wonder who's at the controls, but doing a great job. Man, it looks like a wedding video, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It's nice.
Very cool. We could stay on this for 3 minutes, but we really can't because we have some rain to tell you about. Pretty May Day. Thank you, Tennille, for this. We had sunshine to start. Clouds moved in. Look at all those flowers, how they've been popping with all the sun and all the rain we've had. And more rain is about to move in. So rain develops for many of you tonight, even this evening. So if you have some evening plans, I don't think you'll need a jacket, but I do think you'll want to take the umbrella in case some of those showers come through and find you when you're out and about. 6 o'clock temp, we've got 75, 7 p.m. 73. I notice a gradual cool down, 8 o'clock 71 and 69 at 9 o'clock tonight. So the sun is done for today, or at least the active warming sun as clouds have moved in, and I think temperatures do fall once the sun goes down. Here's more info on that rain chance that will develop. So here's 7 p.m. It's about 30% in general. general in Middle Tennessee. And notice as we get into this evening, it really starts to ramp up through the overnight as well. And by dawn tomorrow, about 70%. That doesn't mean 70% of the area is going to be covered in rain. It just means rain is very likely around the morning commute for you. So just bear that in mind, and same at mid-morning tomorrow as well. The reason for this, we see a developing system in through here. So it's just tapping a lot of moisture, a lot of energy moving down from the Central Plains. So this is going to cause the storm to intensify and move our way. Notice there's also a warm front in through here. South of that front today, it's been very warm. It's been more humid. Temperatures have been in the 80s. Along the Tennessee and Kentucky line, it's been quite a bit cooler. As this warm front lifts north tonight through Middle Tennessee, additional showers will form up, and we're seeing that happening right now. Notice just northeast of Memphis. So over West Tennessee, I think this trend continues this evening. So some showers, even some brief downpours, maybe some rumbles of thunder move across the mid-state tonight, and then more of this rain back into Arkansas takes over through the overnight and lingers through dawn tomorrow. Cloudy right now for all of us. The clouds continue to thicken up. And here's the perspective live right now from the Woodland Middle School down in Brentwood. So sunny earlier today, a very pretty day. Then it got breezy from time to time around midday, and now the breeze is settling down. And we have a live view in Clarksville with a mostly cloudy sky. Downtown Nashville, the clouds have thickened up, and I think that trend will continue into this evening. And here is the perspective in Carthage, live there in Smith County. In Smith County right now, we have upper 70s at 77 in Cookeville, 78 at the Nashville Airport, and upper 70s and lower 80s down and through here, but much cooler toward Bowling Green and Hopkinsville right now in the lower 70s. So Futurecast shows the development of those showers moving north. Nashville will probably get some of these this evening between 7 and 8 p.m. Scattered showers and downpours through the overnight. Again, a few rumbles of thunder, but not severe. And then by dawn tomorrow, we have some spots of rain to deal with as well. In the morning, 61, a little breezy in the morning. Notice we peak for temperatures around midday. Still some showers, maybe some brief downpours, and then cooling some tomorrow afternoon. Futurecast shows that rain moving through during the day tomorrow. Here's that front moving through, brief downpours with that, and then behind that we'll have some cooling taking place, maybe even a few peaks of sunshine as we get into tomorrow afternoon. 65 late tomorrow in Murfreesboro, so that's cooler than the high. The high tomorrow in Murfreesboro about 70. 63 late tomorrow afternoon in Nashville, the high of 67. And notice late tomorrow afternoon, Camden just at 56 as really chilly air starts to take over. I think Nashville and all of us get the chilly air on Friday, low 47, high 56. Lingering showers. Saturday starts off bright, then a little band of clouds moves through. A few showers develop. If you get wet, it'll last about an hour, and that's it. And then much better weather for Sunday. High temperature 71. Now let's go to Lisa Spencer standing by with a preview of what's coming up on Channel 4 News at 5. Lisa.
Well, you can definitely tell that rain's on the way with the clouds that have thickened across the area. But for many of you, this rain is a good thing, and we'll talk about the reasons for that coming up on Channel 4 News at 5.
All right, today is your chance to give back to your favorite nonprofit groups. They call it the Big Payback, and we've already raised more than $1.5 million, beating last year's total. It's a 24-hour citywide online giving event that benefits more than 500 local nonprofits. The idea is to encourage folks to invest in local groups so all Middle Tennesseans can continue to grow and profit. If you'd like to give, we've got a link on our site, WSMV.com. You can donate as much or as little as you like, and you still have plenty of time. The deadline is midnight tonight.
And the Preds went above and beyond for their part of the Big Payback. They gave out 129 grants and a total of more than $500,000 to local nonprofits. This is the largest one-time donation in the foundation's history. The grants were presented this morning to Nashville and Middle Tennessee-based community services and charitable organizations. All right, World War II Pearl Harbor survivors are hard to find these days, but we found one.
Not only alive and well, but in the middle of a countrywide book tour at the age of 103. Channel 4's Terry Bulger now with the story.
That December day 76 years ago still lives in infamy for Lieutenant Jim Downing. He enlisted in the Navy years before the war ever started, just to get the paycheck.
That was the middle of the Big Depression. I lived in a small town, and the military was the only way to get on your own in those days. I'm not super patriotic. I wasn't angry with anybody. So I was prompted by economic conditions to go in the Navy.
The stories are all in Jim Downing's new book, something he wrote at the age of 103. the life lessons he learned on the battleship West Virginia that sneak attack Sunday in Hawaii.
The first Japanese plane I saw was flying in my direction, low and slow. Pilot banked, machine gunner cut loose. But it didn't bank far enough. It went over my head. I was afraid the next plane would be a little more accurate. So I was scared. I was angry. I was ashamed to see us get caught like that.
To this day, Jim credits his crew and its quick response that saved lives that day.
Everybody instinctively did the right thing, just saw what needed to be done and did it.
His wife, Marina, passed away after 68 years of marriage. So now, on his own, he figured a book tour from his wheelchair made sense. Talking history, service to country, and leadership, with an eye on retirement.
I have an idea of what is a perfect vacation. It's check into a hotel that has room service and turn the thermostat up to 80.
Feels like Hawaii without the fighter planes. Lieutenant Downing is on a one-year-long 50-city book tour. The speeches he gives along that tour are free.
It's so vital that these men and women keep telling their stories. People have to know this.
And that was not a typo. 103?
Can you imagine a book tour? I think I'm going to do a book tour.
Sure,
103, and then we'll talk about retirement later.
That's a hero.
And he looks fabulous.
Very good, Terry. Thanks. Well, it took 2 times for a firefighter to be arrested for her to be taken off the job. So what did she do with a toddler in the car that has her behind bars?
Support local nonprofits. Give today at thebigpayback.org.
Get your free, no obligation, in-home estimate on windows, siding, doors, and more.
Call or click now to join our Window World family with thousands of satisfied customers.
Window World, simply the best for less.
Where Zaxby's is from, flavor comes first. And flavor always makes room for seconds. It's come as you are food with clean your plate flavor. That's the flavor we were raised on. And that's the food we love to eat. Like the Zaxby's Cobb Salad, mouth-watering grilled chicken, Roma tomatoes, bacon, cucumbers, egg, fried onions, and cheddar and jack cheeses serve atop mixed greens for a salad that puts flavor first.
Dad, who's Captain D?
Legend has it. It was World War II fighter pilot Captain George Dillinger who crash-landed on a deserted island. He survived there for years, perfecting his seafood recipes, until he learned that the island wasn't so deserted after all.
That's not true, is it?
Not even a little, Bobby. The truth is, you're gonna love Captain D's new Cajun shrimp for just $4.99. It's bold in flavor with a touch of spice and paired with our batter-dipped fish. For full meals at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
I no longer live with the uncertainties of Hep C, wondering, what if? I let go of all those feelings because I am cured with Harvoni.
Harvoni is a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. It's been prescribed to more than 250,000 people and is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment with 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. Before starting Harvoni, your doctor will test to see if you've ever had hepatitis B, which may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after Harvoni treatment. Tell your doctor if you've ever had hepatitis B, a liver transplant, other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or any other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Harvoni can cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni include tiredness, headache, and weakness.
Ready to let go of Hep C?
Ask your Hep C specialist about Harvoni.
Window World offers expert installation completed by professionals, improved curb appeal, add value, and lower energy costs with professional installations on award-winning windows, siding, doors, and more. Call or click Window World today.
Support local nonprofits. Give today at thebigpayback.org.
A firefighter in Florida was finally suspended after drinking and driving.
The thing is, this is her second DUI arrest within a month, and this time there was a toddler in the car. Florida firefighter Samantha Lopez was pulled over after driving onto the sidewalk and almost crashing into several cars. Officers say she was slurring her words and was unsteady on her feet. In fact, she could barely stand up during her field sobriety test.
I'm scared.
you're scared. Don't be scared. We're not going to hurt you.
Because of my job.
After her first DUI, she was allowed to continue working and drive an ambulance while her case went through the court system. Now she is suspended without pay. Reporters questioned city managers about why she was allowed to work. Their response: we evaluate every incident individually. Straight ahead, the latest breaking details on that brutal murder of a Nashville gas station clerk. We are learning more about the motive behind it.
And relief for mid-state drivers. You could see some major road improvement projects. We'll tell you where and why it's happening now.
Live with breaking news. This is Channel 4 News at 5.